News never stops, and neither do we. Powered by AI, yet guided by human expertise, this is Neural Newscast.
Thanks for joining us for this Neural Newscast deep dive. I'm Benjamin, your innovation correspondent, and alongside Matthew, your religion reporter, we're about to uncover some intriguing stories. On this day in 1957, the New York City Ballet premiered Agon, a landmark collaboration between composer Igor Stravinsky and choreographer George Balanchine.
That collaboration, Stravinsky's score meeting Balanchine's choreography, feels like a conversation between music and movement, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's the kind of pairing that reshaped expectations for modern ballet, making composition and choreography feel inseparable.
And from a cultural perspective, that fusion elevated ballet's place in the mid-century arts conversation, offering something both intellectually rigorous and viscerally exciting.
Right. It pushed boundaries, melding Stravinsky's modernist language, even serial gestures, with Balanchine's innovative neoclassical clarity on stage.
The premiere also marked a moment when two towering figures trusted one another enough to take real risks together.
And that trust yielded a piece that still guides choreographers and composers who want music and movement to breathe like a single organism.
It asked a lot of audiences too, inviting them to track structure, rhythm, and form, those spiky meters and tone rows, not just story.
Maybe that's why Agon stays in repertory. It rewards repeat viewings. Every revival reveals fresh angles.
It's a reminder that cross-disciplinary collaboration can redefine an art form, rather than just add another entry to it.
Exactly. Agon became a touchstone for dance innovation, real precision meeting imagination, with nods to Baroque forms reframed through modernism.
And it carries social resonance too. The famous Central Pas de Deux, originated by Diana Adams and Arthur Mitchell, was groundbreaking in 1957, an interracial pairing studied to this day for its bold integration of sound and movement.
We'll be right back after this short break. Today we celebrate the birthdays of Marie Tussaud, 1761, Woody Allen, 1935, and Richard Pryor, 1940.
Starting with Marie Tussaud feels right. Her story reads like a mix of artistry and entrepreneurship, doesn't it?
Absolutely. A wax modeler and museum founder born in 1761, she turned likeness making into public spectacle and a sustainable institution. The union of craft and business instinct is fascinating.
What stands out is how her work moved beyond portraiture into cultural memory. By preserving figures in wax, she created a kind of democratic shrine, accessible to many, not just elites.
Right? She wasn't just sculpting faces, she was packaging stories people could walk through, an early form of experiential storytelling, long before we called it that.
There's also the historical layer. In founding what became Madame Tussaud, she navigated turbulent times and shifting public tastes. Yet the museum model endured, a testament to her adaptability.
Exactly. Adaptability, plus a sharp sense for public appetite. She turned technical skill into an entertainment format that could scale, shaping how museums and attractions think about immersion today.
And culturally, wax figures become mirrors for how societies choose to remember leaders, artists, and celebrities. Tussaud's choices and methods helped shape collective memory.
Also, a lesser-known but compelling angle. The precision of wax modeling functions like prototyping, capture detail, test response, very familiar to product designers and startups.
That parallel is helpful. Her craft bridged art, public education, and commerce, making the museum both cultural institution and enterprise, outliving its founder.
It's striking how one innovator in a niche craft created an experience model still copied today. And on the screen and stage, our other birthday figures, Woody Allen and Richard Pryor, likewise redefined form. Allen with neurotic, writer-director storytelling in film. Pryor with raw, confessional stand-up that reset expectations for comedy.
From a cultural perspective, both helped shape how audiences process identity and critique. Pryor through unflinching social commentary, Allen through intimate, conversational narratives, each influencing generations of performers and viewers.
So on Marie Tussaud's birthday, and alongside Allen and Pryor, we can trace a line from meticulous craft to distinctive voice to global impact, different mediums, same through line of innovation meeting audience.
Together, their careers show how artistic skill, entrepreneurial foresight, and cultural sensitivity shape what and whom we remember, and how we laugh, learn, and see ourselves.
Time for a quick pause. We'll explore more when Neural Newscast Deep Dive returns.
You are listening to NNC, Neural Newscast. All the day's news synthesized and verified. Visit our archive for past episodes at neuralnewscast.com.
Thanks for staying with us on Neural Newscast Deep Dive. Let's get back to our discussion. There's a common myth that Texas is the only state allowed to fly its flag at the same height as the U.S. flag. In reality, the U.S. flag code permits any state flag to fly at equal height on separate poles, with the U.S. flag in the position of honor.
That's a striking correction. The myth sticks, but the protocol is clear about equal height on separate poles.
Still, the image it evokes is powerful, especially given Texas's identity and how symbols function in public life.
From a religious affairs perspective, symbols like flags become focal points for communal identity. Even a myth like this reinforces Texas's distinct civic story.
It also raises questions about protocol and perception, why people think it's only Texas, and how that belief shapes ceremonies and public imagination.
Ceremonially, parity in height implies parity in visual presence, and the code allows that in many contexts, so meaning is carried as much by arrangement and ritual as by text.
For people tracking state-level branding and cultural signaling, the myth versus rule tension becomes part of the narrative about Texas's autonomy and aura.
And for interfaith and civic leaders planning public observances, knowing the actual code and the myths around it matters when arranging shared symbols.
Right. It's a small technical point that carries outsized symbolic weight in practice.
Exactly. A precise protocol with broad cultural resonance, always worth revisiting when flags and public symbolism come up. That's all for this Neural Newscast Deep Dive. On behalf of Benjamin and myself, Matthew, thanks for listening.
That's today's Neural Newscast. Stay informed and connected. Follow us on X, Bumble, and Facebook, and visit neuralnewscast.com for past episodes and more. Neural Newscast blends real and AI-generated voices for fast, high-quality production. All content is AI-generated with human oversight, including fact-checking and review. While we aim for accuracy and neutrality, errors may occur. Verify critical details from trusted sources. Learn more at nnewscast.com.